Storm Tracker 6. This is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Out on the McLaren camera this morning, you can see the rain that's falling over Lansing, and we can hear it on our roof too. The rain's picking up in its intensity after we already had some showers overnight. You can see it's going all the way across the state. We're going to have these rain showers to deal with for the start of the day. Even a little bit of lightning down towards South Bend, but it looks like we might be just a hair too cool for it in our area. We'll look more at how this rain will change in the full forecast coming up as 6 News This Morning continues.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News This Morning.
New video this morning from inside the Traverse City area Walmart, where police say a man went on a stabbing spree, hurting nearly a dozen people. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 19th. I'm Megan Vaselli.
Good morning. I'm Kirk Montgomery. Thanks for being here. 6 News is here for you now with this morning's top stories.
Surveillance video from the Walmart in Grand Traverse County shows the chaos of this stabbing attack.
Now, this all happened on July 26th, and the suspect, Bradford Gilly, has been charged with 11 counts of assault with intent to murder and 1 count of terrorism.
But first, we do want to warn you, you may find some of this video disturbing. In the surveillance video, you can see the attacker inside the store with a large green rucksack on his back. You see him pull something from his pocket, believed to be the folding knife investigators later recovered. From there, it's just chaos, with the attacker seen lunging at whoever's close enough. The sheriff's office says in total, 11 people were hurt in the attack. Gilly, who's said to have a history of mental illness, remains behind bars this morning on a $1 million bond.
And continuing coverage now out of Oceana County, 6 News is learning new details about the shooting suspect that was shot and killed by police after an hours-long manhunt in Mears, north of Muskegon. Court documents show that Don Staple Jr. had a history of mental illness. Michigan State Police started searching for him Sunday morning after family members say he shot his cousin. They found him that evening, and while MSP has released very few details about that confrontation, it ended with him being shot and killed. Staples' brother told our sister station, Wood TV8, that he and his wife were working to get conservatorship and guardianship of him for mental health reasons. And in the days leading up to the shooting, the sheriff's office had been looking for him to help him get some additional mental health help.
Nearly 24 states, including Michigan, now suing the Justice Department over a new immigration enforcement rule tied to federal grants meant to assist crime victims. The lawsuit claims it's part of the Trump administration's crackdown against sanctuary states. It focuses on the DOJ's Office for Victims of Crime Division, which hands out more than $1 billion a year to compensate crime victims and fund victim advocacy programs. The department added a new condition to those grants that denies funding to any program that violates federal immigration law. However, this lawsuit claims that's illegal. Texas Democrats returned to the state capitol, but this morning the redistricting showdown is far from over. House Dems now dealing with mandatory police escorts. Dozens of Democratic representatives left the state earlier this month to block a vote on redistricting maps that would favor the GOP in future elections. Many returned yesterday to find they'll be under escort by the Texas Department of Public Safety. That's to ensure they'll return to the House Wednesday morning for the next special session. Meanwhile, the House Democratic Caucus chair says their efforts to block the vote now move into the legal phase.
Where the Supreme Court will refuse to stop a horrendously illegal map if it is too close to the election. And one of the things what we need to do now that this option is more open to us, is try to get this through as quickly as possible so that the court can stop it.
Meanwhile, California Governor Gavin Newsom launched a new effort to let lawmakers redraw House districts in his state as a way to offset the redistricting plan in Texas.
This morning, the White House is working on the next steps towards ending Russia's war in Ukraine. This comes after yesterday's meeting between Ukraine's president, 7 European leaders, and President Trump.
As Jared Hill reports, President Trump is now working to bring together the leaders of Russia and Ukraine for a meeting of their own.
An optimistic President Trump.
I have a feeling you and President Putin are going to work something out.
After hours of talks between Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and a host of European leaders at the White House Monday, seeking an end to Russia's war.
Everybody around this table is in favor of peace.
Now, President Trump says he's working to set up direct talks with the leaders of Ukraine and Russia, one of a handful of results from yesterday's historic summit. The group also discussed Russia returning Ukrainian children and guarantees to protect Ukraine after an eventual end to the war.
Ukraine will never stop on the way to peace.
Part of those security guarantees could mean putting peacekeeping troops on the ground in Ukraine. President Trump later indicated that European allies would take the lead in coordination with the U.S. Then this hot mic moment with President Trump suggesting President Putin might make peace a personal favor for him.
I think he wants to make a deal for me. You understand? As crazy as it sounds.
Amid peace talks in Washington, Russia continued its deadly attacks in Ukraine. President Trump again dismissed the need for a ceasefire before future meetings, despite insistence from European leaders.
I can't imagine that the next meeting would take place without a ceasefire.
We can work a deal where we're working on a peace deal while they're fighting.
The president says he wants to join Putin and Zelensky after the two leaders speak face to face. Jared Hill, CBS News.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
There are plenty of puddles out there to jump in this morning, and that's not great for cars because hydroplaning is still a concern. And we're still seeing rain. That's reducing visibility just a little bit in spots, dropping it down towards 9 miles in Coldwater, 8 in Hillsdale, seen 6 up towards Ionia. And we'll actually end up seeing these heavier downpours pop up from time to time all day today. We're just getting that widespread rain to start the morning, looking like a heavier cell there near South Bend, and be drifting towards our south and east. I'd say our spots along I-94 and south have the best chance to get the highest rainfall totals from today's system. Now this rain tracks all the way into Indiana, so if you happen to be heading out on the roadways, just be aware of it. You're going to be driving through some rain showers for most of the day today. Now that's with temperatures that are still in the 60s right now, but the 70s are to our south and west. That warmer air getting into the system is what is helping keep it going for this morning. Archer, probably not too happy about the rain, but with that face, who cares? So adorable. We do have some red paws for the pets, though. That's rain with lightning. You don't want to have that combination if they're running around outside. And with Archer's hair, I can only imagine what it's like when it's wet. Because I gave one of the kittens that I'm fostering a bath yesterday.
Oh, boy.
It went from fluffy to just soggy. It was like half its volume just shrunk. It was adorable.
Yeah.
Wasn't too happy though. I've got a lot of bandages on.
Oh boy.
It's fine. They're getting used to me.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
I'll domesticate them someday.
Yikes.
All right. Thanks, Katie. All right, still ahead. A hit movie coming back to theaters. We'll have details in the What's on the Web segment.
Your time is 6:38.